North Dakota's roads, rails, freight, airways, bike paths, walkways, and transit are an essential part of North Dakotans' everyday lives. And their upkeep is a responsibility the North Dakota Department of Transportation and its planning partners doesn't take lightly. For over 779,000 residents, roads, sidewalks, bike paths, and bus lines provide means of everyday travel. 1 in 2 jobs in North Dakota rely on transporting goods or people as a daily business function. And local economies benefit from revenue brought in by the area's 22 million annual visitors. In short, transportation matters to North Dakota. So the NDDOT has been at work planning for a better future. Meet North Dakota's newest statewide transportation plan, Transportation Connection. Transportation Connection is a long-range transportation plan. Hold on, a what? Let's call it a vision for transportation across North Dakota. Transportation Connection gathered input from residents to identify what North Dakota needs today and well into the future. This includes the consideration of all modes of transportation and the issues that accompany them, from maintaining and improving the condition of roads, to meeting the rail and air needs of local businesses and industries, to providing more biking and walking options, and enhancing safety for all travelers. What we found is that North Dakotans want a safe, innovative, and connected future. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a step back and talk about why we created the plan. While many assumed we'd be flying cars from A to B by now, our methods of transportation have remained more or less the same since the 1900s. As part of the USDOT's directive for ongoing improvements, NDDOT revisited our existing plan to adjust priorities and build a better roadmap for the future. Thus, Transportation Connection was born. Transportation Connection surveyed residents and businesses about their perceptions of today and expectations for the future. We received over 3,800 reactions and clicks on social media, met virtually with 170 local residents and business owners, and collected feedback from over 1,700 online survey respondents. To ensure we received the best feedback possible, we provided the audience with resources like TC 101 and the funding tool. TC 101 provided background information on what a long-range transportation plan was and gathered the initial round of public input. What we found is that almost half of the people surveyed hadn't participated in a transportation plan before. We developed a funding tool to explain how transportation is funded in our state. Here's a quick recap of how the gas tax works. For each gallon of gas you buy, a few nickels go to state tax and a few others to federal tax. A little more than a third of the state highway tax funds county, city, and township roads, as well as transit. The majority goes to state roads, bridges, bike paths, freight, snow and ice control, and DMV services. The Federal Highway Trust Fund spent nearly a third at the county and city level, as well as for transit, with the remainder going to the state DOT budget. As vehicles become more and more fuel efficient, they gas up less, leading to decreased gas tax revenue and a pretty large funding gap. With enhancing safety for all travelers, creating livable communities, and supporting economic development at the forefront of North Dakotans' list of priorities, Transportation Connection will support a safe, innovative, connected, and sustainable future. One way we plan for the future is to envision what that might look like in North Dakota, and then identify how transportation needs will change. We look at 4 scenarios, including rural renaissance, cities and centers, ghost towns, and smart and connected. So how would life change 25 years in the future in towns like Williston, Rugby, Valley City, or New England? We have ideas, but we want you to be involved as well. NDDOT takes your feedback and these possible scenarios and combines them with current issues, needs, trends, and opportunities to help craft a unified vision for the future. Guided by your feedback, we've set some goals to translate our vision to reality, including keeping you safe, caring for what we have, connecting North Dakota, helping you get there, and investing for the future. Visit transportationconnection.org to learn more about these 5 goals. Transportation Connection requires your ongoing input, whether you live in a larger city or in a town with less than 50 residents. Looking at you, Alamo. No, not that one. Consider the needs of your community to help NDDOT deliver the transportation system North Dakota needs today and tomorrow. To learn more, visit transportationconnection.org.